Ça, c'est de la transition. Alright. Hello, guys. Welcome back. And we are here for the last round of this Paris tournament. And okay, so far, can you hear me well? Everything is good? And are you there? Okay. Alright. That's perfect. So yeah, I've decided to, well, I just changed everything. Of course, I always change everything at the last moment. But I was going to command the two first board, but actually the game from Seongjin is not the most awaited, because he already has 5 wins and he's the only one. And his opponent has 3 wins, I think. So anyway, okay, maybe he can lose, but it is not the most awesome game to watch. So I decided to choose these 2 games. Artem and Anton both have 3 wins. I can fight for the 3rd place. And yeah, Kanoriloki just beat Artem Kashanovsky. And we also know his opponent, John Xiong. I don't know how to say, but it's Sadaharu on KGS. He's quite a famous player because he's been playing on KGS for quite a while. I think many of you already saw some of his blitz. And yeah, even so he didn't do such a good tournament, he came back slowly but surely. And yeah, last thing is that Hiroki has 4 wins, so he's the only one with 4 wins, and Seongjin is the only one with 5 wins. So actually, yeah, Hiroki versus Sadaharu is maybe the game that could change the ranking, the standings. And Artem and Anton, kind of the small final, let's say. Even so many players with 3 wins, I don't really know what will happen in the standings at the end. Anyway, so let's go. They played quite fast, so let's comment. And the first game we're going to comment is Artem Ashes of Dreams, is this pseudo, this nickname. So Anton, yeah, is one of the strongest amateur in Europe, and Artem, I think you all know him. So I believe it's one of the most interesting match to watch. Unfortunately, we won't have the Korean battle this year. Maybe they are trying to avoid each other. I don't know. But in any case, there are some other good games to watch, so it's fine. Okay. So Artem is white. Oh, it's not the first time I see this Joseki. I think it's some. I think I saw it yesterday. And Anton played like this. And usually, if you don't have the ladder, you just don't play like this. But and right now with this Komoku here. Oh wait, I have to cut down the sound so you don't have it. With this Komoku, as you can see from this line, the ladder is going straight to the side. So you don't have the ladder. So usually you cannot play like this. But he still do it. And I'm not sure why. I think it's just like, okay, I get the corner and then I can get a free move. And you have to add one more move and then I get a fast opening. I got the corner basically in Sente, but I got 2 moves. Maybe it's possible. I don't really know what does the AI say. It's like the fox. But it seems like a bad style, to be honest, because the corner is really small. And yeah, you will get this kind of move. So you see there is only like 4 or 5 points. And the outside is really, really thick. So it's not sure the ladder breaker is that valuable. But you still get an ace shimari. To be honest, I've never seen someone playing like this. I've never seen someone playing this Joseki without the ladder. So maybe it's a new thing. Maybe it's just something Anton studied with Katago, or just want to play himself. I don't really know, to be honest. So yeah, I thought it was a mistake, but seems like he enjoys. Okay, so black has 3 corners, and white protect the 4th one in not the closest manner, because you could, of course, black can go here, and you could maybe, you already know this kind of Joseki, and black could steal the corner in center, but probably that's a bit greedy. The shape on the outside is really strong, and now it would be nearly impossible to invade the left side. So yeah, I believe that's a good choice to just approach. And white Tenuki. Okay, that's funny. I don't know. I like this shape so much. Well, this is the classical shape we learned before, and used to say it was quite good for white. I guess black can just play for, yeah, he has to play high and try to, yeah, just erase the potential, white potential. So white probably does not want to stay only on one side of the board, because if you stay on one side, well, you are just slower than your opponent and you will not build as much. So it's good to approach this corner, I believe. And black immediately pincer. Okay. That's very nice of Anton. I really like this Toby. This Toby is a very good style. And it's quite efficient on the attack of the group. Basically, yeah, this shape has absolutely 0 eye, so it only has to escape. And of course it can maybe settle because the corner is a bit weak. But yeah, it's not doing anything yet. So I don't really like this sequence for white. Actually, I think just going this way is fine. And well, if black protect, then maybe just push, and that would be alright. And later you can still invade the Sansan. And if black go up, then you can cut. And there is some messy Joseki, but overall white has a good shape, so even if something simple happen, sorry, I think it's quite fine for white. And the potential, if white has a strong shape in the center, it's fine because, well, as you can see, there is ton of potential. So. Yeah, this sequence looks a bit loose for white. I'm not exactly sure what it's doing, but it's stylish. At least it has some style. Wow. I have a lot to learn, I think. That's interesting. I would have never considered this move, to be honest. That's what makes the beauty of Go. So many possibilities. Well, there are a few ways. I mean, black could simply Tenuki, I think. And that should be alright. For example, a move such as this Toby would be pretty massive. This is this kind of the border between the two Moyo. So this one and this one. And the first one who play on this area, is really happy. So for example, if black just defended, and with this big Kema is a bit weird, but any move around here, as you can see, black moyo become much smaller, and white one become much bigger. So this kind of Toby or move at the border, at the frontier, is really huge, and to me is something that black should be looking at instead of playing on the second line. Second line is for life or for Yose, but here it's doing only one thing. Just okay, I take my cash in the corner and I have no more problem. That's alright, but that's everything it's doing, because white didn't have any life base, so it's not taking off the life base actually. There was already none. Yeah, it's erasing the corner agi, but it's just there is not much white can do. I mean, in the worst case, okay, you just accept. You just accept, and that's not such a big problem. Maybe white will get some move around here, okay, and can attack, but that's no problem. It's pretty small, and the corner become huge on the top right. So I really dislike this move. It's Ashes of Dreams. Anyway, yeah, make more sense to jump or something like this. Could even think about, well, locally on the corner, you could think of just, yeah, it's not exactly the same Joseki as with the Kema, but you can Tsuke, Hane and cut. And white has to play the good shape, which is extending from the stone, and then bim bam boom. And yeah, black has quite a nice shape, and as you can see, it's threatening to capture with A. So white has to turn, and black doesn't have to play this Sente move, because actually it's kind of helping the shape for white. Usually we say it's better to play this nice fake Ponuki, and well, if white Tenuki, then you can see this kind of move is annoying. It's a lot of agi, and yeah, you can either squeeze, or maybe later there will be some more agi. So this could be also possibility, but I think in this game it's okay to give the corner, because the center and the potential is really wide for both. Yeah, B16 will not be a Sente move before a long time, but we don't care about the second line. Second line, like this move, are not for now. This is Fuzeki, so unless there is a local fight, and you have to play some sequence, but yeah, no need to play on the second line. So this pincer from Artem is really nice, just active, and it seems like Anton has a plan, and the plan is to take all the cash. I won't give you any territory, any corner. But that's, yeah. I mean, white will get so much power in the center. That's crazy. And also, it's not only about the moyo, because it's like when you take the cash in the corner like this, at some point, well, the potential of white is becoming more like territory. I don't see how black is going to reduce at least the cash on the left. And the cash on the left should be close to 30 points or 35 points. And if you look closely, 35 points is maybe these 3 corners. So it's already quite big. I mean, okay, black has more with the right side. I didn't count. But it's not like you take all the territory. You still have to to make more than white, and white has a lot of potential, but you don't have any, basically, because you took the corner on the left and top. So one sensible move right now would be to play this shoulder hit. It's looking really nice, because if white want to prevent black from making a lot of points on the bottom, he has to play this kind of move, but you are pushing late, so you help black making some nice shape. And yeah, that looks simply nice. If white want to make the center, he can, but then you can see there is a lot of points building on the bottom. But anyway, maybe it's important to play first in the center. It's becoming huge. I think I would still have jumped. Huh? It feels more natural to break through the center. It's a bit like when you play like this and you give everything. It's a bit like a all-in. Okay, I will manage to do something. And you see that I don't say when you take you take everything. I say you give everything, because giving so much power is actually, it's almost more valuable than territory. Alright, so black play one move in the center, some kind of probe, and yeah, I think Lee Chango would have some really nice way to talk about this kind of move, like spatial probe in the cosmic white snow area, I don't know, something like this. And actually it's so wide that you don't really know what to do with this stone. Like, you could just play some boshi and say, okay, I will kill you, but I mean, if you don't kill, you just lose everything you have, and the wall you will have here will not be interesting at all. It's looking like it's facing nothing. So this is rather like, I think it's a good move to reduce, and it was becoming important to do it. But also, like, white is saying to black, that's very nice, you played one move in the center, but it's a dame. At least that's what he's saying. But yeah, not so easy to deal with h11. It's like a bit like when you play on the door of the Moyo. So this is the door. And if you play on the line, usually it's very hard for your opponent to answer, because yeah, the door cannot close anymore. So basically, if you play before the door, it just closes on you, and you cannot enter anymore, and it's too big area on the left. And if you go too far away, then the door just closes behind you, and you cannot go out anymore. So it's really nice to remember that you can play just on the step of the door, and you cannot. Yeah, it's very difficult for white after this. Also, one more good thing about this move I'm looking at is, let's say, white defense, and maybe black can aim at this kind of cut now. Don't forget, a Keima can always get cut, so yeah, now black will have the ladder, which was unthinkable before. So this move is quite a good move. My first feeling would be definitely to play this one. But this one looks fine, really fine. It's not too close to the strength, and it's at a good spot, I think. Okay, so why just play something else? Okay. After all, there is also cash on the side. And Toby. Hi, Koba. Meow. Wow. Okay. Well, it does make sense. If white gets stronger on the bottom, the attack will be more severe. And white spends so many moves building the center, building the thickness. You do have to respect it. You cannot just take all the corner and with one move you erase all the potential. That doesn't exist. You do have to respect your opponent's strength. In Go, it's really important to respect this. And so, yeah, there is a balance, and you have to make it stable. So Right now, black has to invest some move in the center, even so it's not making any points. But with a strong presence, it will prevent white from making a lot of points. And right now, it looks difficult to do something. So white is just playing on the other edge of the board. Just, okay, there is some sides left, because you took all the corners, so I have some sides at least. Wow. That's interesting. Okay, so white here is just looking to close the top side actively. And one non-active way would be simply to play a K-mat like this. And yeah, also let's not forget about this cut, which is really painful because there is no real good way to deal with it. So white has to fix the shape, but also you don't want to, well, you certainly don't want to play a move like this, of course, nor playing a move that is slow or slack. So white is trying to block the top territory, but also fixing the shape. And I think it's most like, yeah, you just want to fix the shape at n60. If he doesn't have a cut anymore, it's fine. And this is a good way. Of course, if black captured this stone, then white would make a nice shape and there is no more cut. Black extend, that's the shape, and white descend. And now, well, obviously the first move you would think of is blocking here, because now you know that black cannot cut, right? That's fine. But the problem is black just take the stone. And now this section is really nice for you because there is still the cut, so white still had to add a move in Gote, and that's not what white wanted. So this move is aiming at coming back to a sequence where you get back Sente. Like if black just managed to go to capture here, and yeah, you can just fix the shape in Sente. So both players are battling for the Sente right now. They are both trying hard to get Sente. And at least S14 now has some meaning. I don't know, it looks a bit risky for black, but all right, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. What's the purpose of the two black stones in the center? Well, it is just to not allow white to have everything. Because if you don't have these two stones, you can just imagine how big is the center. It's far bigger than all the corners. And I'm not sure two stones is enough yet. I mean, white can still go inside and cut something. Even so, it's not good right now. This shape is not so strong yet. If Benzelo was here, he would even say that even this shape you can still cut, actually. From one way or the other. And this way is still cut from one way or the other. So it takes a lot of moves in the center to live, as you may know. This is a really classical thing we see when we begin the game, but I have to show it every time because it can be done player or it can be Q player. It's still the same every time. So yeah, just to make two eyes, it takes many more stones to do in the center than in the corner or the side. So this just is principle, logical principle, we should never forget. And that's why this situation, when white will get a move around here, even so there is a lot of space, black will have to struggle a lot and cannot avoid it. But that was the plan for black. That was his plan anyway. He want to struggle. He take all the cash and then he say, okay, I will survive, I will reduce, and you will not have enough points. So that's the plan, and that's the purpose. Okay, let's watch this fight. So this move is aiming at the cut here. So black protects, and yeah. And right now, let's say white is fine. I mean, this group is kind of connected. Black cannot really fight here. Because, yeah, losing the ko would be losing the top side, basically. And we almost catch up with the game. I really don't know about this move. Is it any good? I don't really like it. Feels like it helps black a lot. I'd rather play from this side, actually. Even so, I cannot see much what's going on with the attack. I feel like splitting is the best way to get something. You don't know what you get yet, but you will get something, for sure. Like, for example, if you get to split, maybe you will manage to later attack this group on the right. Because you will get many stones and it will help you, so... This would be something, or... Maybe thanks to this stone, now you can aim at some really severe move in the shape. Or you can just make it over-concentrated like this. I don't know. I think I will not go from this way. That's funny that we don't have the same choice here. And yeah, this move, more like trying to grab some territory. But white needs some at some point. Is the corners 100% alive? Or is it ko? To me, it looks like alive. I mean, it's... yeah, I think it's almost impossible to kill, especially with the shape. Because black has a pretty poor shape, so some move around T17 would be Sente, for example. I don't believe there is much to do on this corner yet. Maybe there will be something later. Something around this. But to be honest, it looks really difficult right now. Too many Sente move on the outside. Okay. White got his cash. As you can see, black is over-concentrated now. And that was a very dubious choice by black. Why would you play so over-concentrated? I think it's better not to play anything here than playing this. Because after this, okay, it's like if white just blocked all the territory. But it was not blocked already. So you play a move and everything is fine. I mean, and you blocked all the cash for your opponent. But actually, if you just jump, I'm not sure white has a better way to cleanly take this territory, because there is always some shape problem. So yeah, I would rather wait and try to get some move like this to enter deeper. That would be cool. Also, maybe black can do some, maybe aim at some magic, like some move like this to aim at the going outside with the stone. I think that was a bit, yeah, very slack from black. Very, very slack. At least he's alive, or almost alive. White could go, no. Uh, I don't think so. What a solid shape. What a very solid shape. But maybe he needs how many moves now? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Soon it will be alive. So we catch up. Yeah, Fabien. This is a good move, I think. Very big. If you are not afraid of getting attacked in the center. But yeah, it already has one eye and it's very strong, so maybe not easy to attack right now. Okay, I will answer your question. This one? You would play this one? But this is immediately you can watch the shape. This is a broken Toby. It's the worst shape in Go. So you don't want to get a broken shape like this. Get crushed, get... Is black 100% alive on top? That's a good question, actually. I didn't even look at this. So... yeah, it's alive. I mean, it is alive. It all depends if like this kind of move is Sente, but it's never going to be Sente. I mean, from what I can see right now, this move is not killing because of this. But I agree, it leaves small, but actually it leaves Gote because this is Sente. So yeah, even 18 is Sente, so there is absolutely no way to kill. And if white plays this one, then you just take the other one. No need to add a move. Probably you want to have fun with the shape. Also, I think this is just fixing the shape because it's yeah, it's quite a shame black didn't. I think this whole sequence is not so good from black. He has to look at this kind of stuff. And there is a lot of space on the left. I mean, if you consider that 018 is Sente, or almost Sente, then you can fight freely actually. I think you have to try something like this. This is more active, and I really doubt that black can die at any time here. So I do believe black played really slack. And now he played this schema. Okay, not your move, Fabien, but... okay. Do you have any questions about this game so far? I think we have time to watch the second one. I just take a small break to take some breath and coffee. Who wins this game? Je sais pas, Marc. Ça dépend. Faut compter. I think it's very difficult to judge. I would have give black the edge before the left sequence. Right now I'm not sure anymore. But I think these moves he played in the center were really nice. Just it's a bit a shame he didn't play more actively afterward. Now, how would you attack m3, p3? Well, if black doesn't have to add a move in the center, which I think he may have to do, I guess this is the way. You can just press. It's not amazing. What else can you do? Something like this? Should be quite similar. It is quite a flexible shape, so usually you don't want to touch it too much, but yeah, this is most likely the move. Is there any way to use f3 edgy at some point for black? So far white is too strong on the outside, so of course you could always try to do something, but it's risky. You just I believe this side is still open, so you don't want to make an invasion. You want to do a reduction, because if you invade you may die, and if you die you may lose. And yeah, I don't think f2 is a big edgy. You can keep it for later. So yeah, as expected, black had a move in the center. And now black has no way to... Well, black doesn't have to worry about his group in the center anymore at all. So right now, it will be a Yosei game. And the Yosei game for white will start with invasion. Okay, he almost played the move I wanted, but this is maybe even better. I think white can descend here. Wait, he cannot cut. Okay, he has to play this double kema. Yeah, he played it. I was wondering if it's possible to do some magic, but actually the shape is too poor because there is a Miai here, so nothing to be played. This is more light, and black can probably cut this way. It's really difficult to die with a center group, so... But maybe it's dangerous. It's a lot of maybe. Because who knows what happened in the center. How about some... How about something like this? Yeah, I think I would be looking at this. Just need to be sure that white is not going to do something even worse. But white shape is pretty thin, so... This one... I think I would be a bit afraid of this, but... I mean, it's like we say, it's impossible to die until the moment you die. But probably white can just play the shape. and actually it's not so good for black. Alright, I said we are going to switch game, but I forgot about it. So yeah, as I said, I decided to choose the game between Hiroki and Zhang. So Sadaharu and Miyosu on OGS. And yeah, I'm way too used to call him Sadaharu actually. So let's check his game. And the game is this one. Yeah, we are good. I have to switch the names. And everything gonna be alright. Okay. So Hiroki is black and Sadaharu is white. This is quite a classical opening now. But this R6 move is very weird. I mean, it's exactly what we learned not to do, right? I'm sure you have at least someone who told you one day that this Joseki makes this side on the right not so interesting. And okay, maybe the robots don't really agree with this, the AI. But most of the time it's still true. I mean, there is more space on the bottom. You have to play on the bottom. We don't really care about the ladder here. I think this space is not cool. It's not good enough. And white can just press like this on the side and it will be too low. Anyway. Okay. Since it doesn't answer, it's okay. Another Joseki. And I think they like to play Joseki. Wow. That's such a disaster. Wow. What is this? Was it first time he sees Joseki? So, okay. This one I don't have to comment too much. It's just a straightforward sequence. You can actually learn it. It's always the same. If you want to switch from this, because if you connect on Q3, then it means that your opponent will be able to settle on the bottom. And since black is strong already here, it doesn't have to be afraid of a pincer on the right. So that's a good way to change the direction of play. You give up the corner, but you take the good side. And yeah, this one is also looking at the corner. Because if you play like this, you will get attacked immediately. And you have to jump, like in the Artem's game. Oh, you are surprised by S2. I don't think R14 does change a lot about S2. I think it's a big move anyway. And actually, I don't really like to skip it on this Joseki, because even after in the game, Actually, there is a lot of agi here. And with S2, you can always get this Kosumi, and you can get some stuff here. So yeah, it's quite a big move actually. In terms of points, it's a lot of points. It's also the life base. But obviously it's possible to Tenuki. But like if you play something like this, it will not be good enough because you just lose all your points actually. And what you get is white becomes basically alive. This group can be pincered, is not alive, and this one is not alive as well. So it's better to just, okay, I play S2, it's worth some points. And also I'm getting Sente, and I have life, I have everything. It's just the best move, I think. Okay, one could argue maybe S1 is better. Because then you can maybe make a ko. That's all. Okay, and here they didn't play the classical Joseki, which would be just to play something like this and maybe like this, or white to extend and yeah, leave here. But black would live in Sente, and maybe that's not what white is looking at. Black has a lot of cash here. And this potential on the bottom is not nearly as huge as the previous game we watched. So yeah, white went for a fighting variation with this move. And it's not so played anymore, but we kind of see this variation in some different way. And actually, I think I really like white choice here because this shape kind of completely erase the agi around M3 with the stone. So white gets some safe territory here. Black is not alive, and also white of course has a Ponuki on the side. So a Ponuki to avoid that black gets super big territory, which is good. And after this, okay, he push. I think that was the move. I'm not exactly sure. Wait, my phone is ringing. Okay. Basically, black has to get he has to get some shape, some flexible shape, but he has absolutely no eye, so it's a bit difficult. But anyway, he has to escape because even so he's not alive, white doesn't have any points. It's a really small amount of points here, and it's a really small amount of points here. So yeah, this corner, it was a Shimari, and after a few moves, well, black has to leave, but there is very few points. This cut probably didn't expect at all. This is a very insane way of playing. If the cut is working, just go for it. And actually, yeah, I mean, black can play all the Atari he wants. The cut is not working. So you have to escape like this. Huh. Yeah, it looks pretty bad. So it means that black couldn't play like this. It's not good to push, and yeah, has to play this schema. Or maybe you can push first if you want, but you just have to escape normally, not leave a cut. If you are not strong enough, you cannot leave a cut. Not nobody play S1, Sandman. I saw some pro game with S1. But this sequence is a disaster for black, it seems, because he's pushing late, and okay, he will make some points, but look at the strength white got in the middle. Oh, he even killed the Agi. Yeah, I was wondering if it was not better to play some move around here. I think you have a lot of strength anyway, so you don't have to kill this Agi. And if black tries to live inside, he will struggle a lot. So it would make more sense to play 08. And yeah, G6 is a J6. Sorry, is a bit J5. Is a bit slow. I mean, it's very ante move. At the same time, I mean, black has 3 big corners and some cash on the left and some big side on the right, possible points. So I think black has more points so far. Even the top side is difficult to judge as territory for white, because there is some possible invasion on the top, or just some reduction here. I want to show this one. So there are many things to be done on the top. It's not territory at all. So it means that so far white only has this small here and this and a bit here. And after this move, yeah, that's all white got. And basically there is some potential, but it's pretty much gone. Yeah, F1, yeah, usually black plays F1. I don't know why they didn't play it, but it's not such a big difference. Okay. That move looks... I want to play here. If I can, I do. Because you want to split. And also, if you get to split maybe later, the Agi will come back. So I'm not sure about this move. I think this is not a good move, because I mean, well, if black answer, of course it's a good exchange. But if black fights back, why did you play here? Were you afraid that on the next move black plays this one? I'm not sure you are afraid of this. I think there are much bigger area now, because black already has these points. So white should play something else. Maybe come from his side? Or how to fix the shape on the bottom? Is this a good way to fix the shape? This move on p7 is massive. It's way too big. And yeah, I think black is ahead now. It's terrible to think that... I thought this was a disaster, right? I said it was a disaster. But actually, right now, I still like black better. Oh, M18. Looks like a good way to lose the game. I think black should play this one. You can invade on top, but first you have to erase the potential. Because if you get Gote, if you end up Gote by any mean, then as you can see, it's much more difficult now to close, to enter the center, because there is only one door open, this one. So I think it's better to reduce the moyo when there is 2 doors open. Now there is 2, it's a good time to go because you're not afraid of anything. This one is big as well because you can potentially capture this, you can potentially go out with this stone. And also it helps for the future fight around C. So yeah, looks like a must move. Black could also think of just playing for the cash, but that's a bit risky as well. I think you don't want to do this. Wow, that's so severe. But I like it. I mean, white is stronger overall than black, so this fight is welcome. And it worked out. Yeah, suddenly white played really good, I think. I'm not sure it's necessary to play like this. Maybe you can just... Yeah, I think this is enough. No need to play some crazy thing. Because this way, black doesn't really have a good way to fix the shape. And even so you will get this really nice honey on the head of Tristan. Also, white will get most likely this Sente. So yeah, I think white is happy with this sequence. And it was a really nice idea to cut down the life base here on K17. Yeah, I believe black went too deep. There is no need to play in such way. Play simple first, and later you can invade. Wow. Now you go out. But he forgot to play here. That's problematic. That's very problematic. Because if you run away, I mean, white can just play simple like this. Okay, he played a good move. And what are you running away with? Cutting stone? But if white... I don't believe this plan will work for black. This is not... yeah, there is no sense. It's only because... Look at this. Look at this. Imagine this doesn't exist. Then maybe the plan on the bottom makes sense. But since black played so many moves, now the shape is fixed on the top. There is nothing to be done. So the amount of opportunity for black is totally reduced. And getting a fight here is only actually good for white. Because everything that will happen is maybe white will get to split A and B. And black is putting himself in a big danger. It was not the case before. If we look at this, well, black doesn't have any group, it's fine. So just split, and okay. Now, if white capture, maybe now we can invade. Why not? Okay. Because there is nothing to risk. You already have this stone at F11, so the center is pretty small. Also, I don't think it's really necessary to invade. I think it's better to jump or to Kema. But yeah, after this, now I think black is in danger. And I think now white is better again. Artem looks like is falling apart, really? Why? He's looking alright to me. Maybe not. Well, let's check. Um, I don't know. That's my feeling, but probably the shape is a bit poor. Seems to be working to me. I think Toby is fine. It is a shape after all. But I don't want black to connect everything, and this way I cannot really find a way to cut all, because this one is annoying as black. Actually white is a bit in danger almost. So I want to get rid of this situation as quick as possible. And I don't know what to play as black, which is a good thing usually. I mean, probably black will be alright, but white will have the control of the fight. And since there is nothing else to play in this game, it will be the control of the game. So white will get some profit, and he will get Sente to play the Yosei first. In the game, okay. I mean, if it's working, if it's working, it's really great. If it's not working, well, that's like when you try to force something and it breaks in your hands. So how to answer this move? Maybe the plan is just to play this and you want to get a good shape like this. But you also give a good shape to black, so or maybe he wants to just kill all, which I think is a plan. Because, well, this way you can just enclose, and if black plays here, you can just capture the stones. But the question is it big enough? Isn't it like what blacks want, to just sacrifice slightly and get rid of this weak group? I think in this kind of situation you want to capitalize a lot on what's on black mistake. And black mistake is to have made a weak group. And you want to make it as painful as possible to have a weak group. You have to suffer. You decided to save these stones. Well, you will have to pay the price. I think, yeah. If that is a plan, it should be alright. That should be fine. But we have to count, because black lost a lot on the top. Maybe this game will be decided on who of the two players gets P18. That's such a massive move. Double Sente. No, Freda, this is League of Legends. Alright, should we go back to Artem? Yeah, some stuff happened. Ashes of Dreams. And so I have to switch. And let's go. Okay, what happened? So, I think we were at this double Kema. And, okay, Black decided to cut anyway. But White found a good Tesujo. Actually, that was... It looks like quite a clever sequence by Artem. Just trying to make the shape as heavy as possible. And then you can get through here. So right now, if Black just go out, that's a bit scary because this shape is kind of dying. Pretty dead, yeah. So the fact that White got this shape, I think is a success already. And let's not talk about this one. This one is beautiful. Wow. Okay. It's a bit complicated. I think overall it's better for White because like this shape is poor, and yeah, and there is also some cut around here. Wait a second, I have to fix something. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, I was saying the shape is poor, and White got to make quite a lot of points on the bottom. So, and right now Black has to play this Gote move, because basically Black has to connect the central group in some way. if you just play some Yosei, actually this one is cut, I believe. It's kind of complicated. It should be cut. So he decided just to play this one so he can fix the shape on the top, and also now there is a Mii between connection at A and at B. So white is starting, it's exactly as we said. So white at the attack on the group, so he gets to play the Yosei first, and now he will have the Yosei. So this one should be Sente. Or maybe black will find a way to give up. But overall, okay, this one I didn't expect yet. The A move. But the biggest Yosei move for sure are B here, which is Sente, and C. Also pushing at D, pretty Sente. So I guess, yeah, A and B and D are the first one to be played. And then you can play the biggest Gote, which is C. And yeah, so black is trying to make something, maybe to get Sente, and that would be pretty useful. So right now this is not exactly Sente, but maybe he can take it. Okay. So yeah, I would not like to take with white, but you also have to live with your group, so feels like it was a pretty lose for white. Couldn't white play something else? Is it really dead if he doesn't play? I think you have to push, yeah. And now maybe here. That looks fine. Because if we are trying to look at something like this, and black has to add a move now to connect all. Okay, white is cut, but cannot he do something about this and cut? Okay, that's maybe too much of a plan. That's too genius for myself. That's a good way to die with your whole dragon in the center. But yeah, this move from Anton, from Ashes of Dreams, is really nice. I think it's a good counter Sujo. And yeah, white definitely doesn't want to get Gote and rather play this move, which is okay. I didn't expect this one. But then if you have to play like this, I wonder if it's the biggest move. I mean, you want to play here, of course, because you want to get the Hane. But the problem is, this is annoying. Really annoying. So with this Kosumi, the good news is black cannot cut anymore. It is not a misclick. Just black cannot cut, so it fixes both. But when you fix both things, the side and the cut, actually you don't save many points because you will get really small in the end. For example, like this and like this, And you can already see this area is rather small. So I wonder if it's not better just to maybe descend here, play this kind of stuff, and then maybe, oh, not this one, and maybe capture, not small. Or try something better, like aiming at this first, find a way to avoid the cut at P4. White lost a lot of points on this sequence on the right. Look at this move at T16. What's the meaning of this move? But maybe a mistake, after all. Okay, it's a bit a shame we catch up quite quickly on the two games. Maybe I could take a small break, wait for the games to go on, because I think it will be 2 games of Yose. So yeah, I think I will do this. Is White alive in the center now? Looks difficult to kill. If that's a good enough answer for you. But I don't see, I mean, if you cannot find a way to kill it, usually it's alright. Or if you don't find any move that is really threatening, you cannot expect like some moves that you cannot even think about. It happens sometime, but if it happens, then you just learn something, I guess. But here, the most simple way you have to think about is, what if black reduce everything? So reduce from here, reduce from here. And then you have to look at the shape. Is this shape killable? Even if we play the dumb best thing, it's already pretty much alive. Yeah, this is alive. So no way to kill. What? Who timed out? No way. Oh, maybe some lag. White timed out? Ah, that's such a shame. I mean, how many times will it happen with Artem? Every time he plays a game online, his opponent lose by time. Or do some undo, some misclick, and Artem just accept to continue the game. But I don't like this, because with OGS, like for now, for example, both players can see what the AI is showing. So the AI is showing that White is ahead by 2.5 after this Hane. So it's a super close game. So you get a hint already of, okay, if you are ahead or not. And also the bot immediately shows some sequence. Should definitely, yeah, shouldn't be able to see the AI. But probably this game, Artem is not going to let him continue the game. You cannot do it every time. You cannot be so kind. Ukraine internet is better than German. Are you sure? Okay, anyway. That's such a shame. That was a good game. I was exactly wondering who is ahead, and actually it's super. It's a super close game. And actually White played pretty good. White was ahead the whole time, basically. It seems, according to the graph, White was ahead the whole time. And the biggest recent mistake is this move. This is the biggest mistake. I don't know if it's minus 6% or minus 6 points, but probably percent. But yeah, it seems like White was always in control this game. So yeah, even when Black played on the top and with a Toby in the center, it was less than 5 points always, but always for White. And there are a few moments where the game became quite close, but yeah, White was always ahead. So I think it's, even so the game is really really close right now, it's fairly okay to lose the game by time, because you are never truly winning. So a bit of shame, but that's life. Maybe it's not internet, maybe he just couldn't play a move. Or he was just maybe thinking about how to kill the group. That's possible. Okay, let's switch game. So congrats to Artem. I don't know which place he will get. Probably third or fourth place, depending on the sauce. And let's switch to the next one. So this game, we already almost comment all. And I was just saying, okay, this is a bit easy for Black, maybe. Oh wait, you cannot see what I show, my bad. Okay, now should be good. So yeah, we were here, and I was saying maybe it's a bit easy, it's better to split. But anyway, Black didn't even try to go out. He just played maybe the biggest move on the board after P18. White cut, Black capture here, which is a bit weird. This is the kind of move that is so satisfying to play. It's difficult to explain, but it's so extremely big in this kind of game to get this double sente. I mean, this is double sente after all. As White, you want to get it as soon as possible, and as Black as well. So maybe now is the timing. It's so big. It's so big. I think really Black got the edge now. Somehow I still believe like this whole sequence by Black and this one was really bad. Big mistakes, but somehow we catch up now. We have to count the game. Let me count this game. Yeah, P7. P7 was a turning point to me. It's so big. So this side is almost 40 points. And the left side and corner, at least 32 points. So already black has 72 points. That's a lot of points. And I don't count anything in the center, of course. And white has something like 26, 25. It depends who get the big monkey jump. Something like 37. So 44 and 64, 69. Good number. Well, in this case, it's a quite close game actually. I mean, black could potentially do quite some more points in the center. I think it's smaller than 37 because, for example, this move is quite annoying, right? And black can at least capture distance, so it's rather, yeah, it's smaller than 37. I guess black is ahead actually, because in terms of points, it means that maybe both have the same number of points with the Komi. But black has Sente, and black has Sente to play big moves. Like, this one is really huge. Black can make maybe 10 more points in the center. Black will get Sente to play this one, and to play this one. Sente, Sente, Sente. And, okay, he chose to play this one. I don't know why he didn't play the Sente before playing the big Gote. But black has all the Sente in this game. So if he has a better Yose, it means that on a close game, probably black is better. White K10 is good move. Fix the shape. Yeah, it's way too important to play around here. Actually, I don't really like this cut. I think it's too early. I think you really do have to play the Yose first, because if you don't, you may lose the timing. And if white get to play, I don't know, a move like E18, it's a bit like P18. It's the kind of move when you miss them, you cry. And then after, white can get this one Sente, and you look at the shape and you were thinking, okay, maybe we could be like this, but no, now we are like this. So it's like 12 points better. And 12 points is a lot. It's more than what black is going to make in the center. So definitely play the Sente first. Sente Yose. Not Sente moves in general. Sente Yose. Nice. White missed the timing. I think, yeah, black is going to win this game. That's my feeling. He was not so ahead at all. Even I'm pretty sure he was behind at some point, but White played so many slack moves. That's a big gote as well. Okay, what do you think, guys? Did you count the game? Who is going to win? If Black wins this game, he's going to be second place for sure, if I'm not mistaken. So it's quite a big game for him. As for White, I'm not sure he has such a good sus, but probably he can enter top 5. I mean, it's a certain place in top 5. Close but White better. Damn, I just counted close but Black better. I hope you don't use Katago, otherwise it means you're right. I guess it will depend on this, Yosei. Is this cut possible? Is this cut better? Maybe not better. 8 points. Yeah, I mean, that is crazy. It's such a crazy run. But I watched this game, he played super good. I mean, sometimes he plays some sack moves, like in this game. Can we get a quick peek at the Koreans game? Yeah, you can do it on OGS. I believe they both won. But that's just a statement. Yeah, so I have to say still. So Kim Seung-jin won the game. Won his game against Yan Sihan. Skyward 666. So I think we can already say GG to him because he became first in this tournament. He's the official winner of the Paris International Go Tournament. So yeah, big GGs to him. Of course, I'm a bit sad personally that he didn't play against Young Sam, but he still had some pretty solid win against Artem and all the first of this tournament. Yeah, I have to do it. But yeah, so big congrats to him, of course. Well deserved, as always. And right now we are most kind of looking at the small finals, right? Oh, he is number 2? Who is number 1? Young Sam is number 1? Yeah, that's quite a tough tournament for Sam. Unlucky tournament as well. But yeah, it's difficult also. I mean, focusing on a computer for so long is quite difficult actually. I prefer to play in real games. I hesitated to play this tournament, for example, but yeah, I don't feel like playing such an important games on internet, or at least I do it for really important games, because we don't really have a choice, like the Grand Slam and the Grand Prix tournament or the Euro Professional Championship. But yeah, for for this kind of tournament, I'd rather wait a little and play them face to face. But still, it's really nice that we have many people playing this tournament. It's quite a big edition, actually. 160 players or more. That's so nice. So what are we looking at? This game. Okay, so I believe we can just enjoy the small USA. And every move you can just try to guess the next one, I guess. That's the best. This one must be the biggest, right? Or maybe this one. It both fixes the cut and also the territory here. Black cannot reduce anymore. So I think it's a really good move. C1 is not nearly as big because it's pretty much gote since black can have this Atali, and after, yeah, there is a cut here, which is super painful. 7 points. Boom. Maybe more. Yeah, it's also kind of the same. The difference is that black can squeeze here. So I'd rather play the Nobi. In this case, black cannot squeeze in Sente. Yeah, we can play for your amateur tournament, of course. It would be such a punition to not being able to play in these tournaments. I already cannot become French champion anymore just because I'm professional. That's painful. Wait, how much time they have? Oh god. Okay, I guess I will drink my coffee. We have a lot of time. I think they have 28 and 11 minutes on the clock, but since it is some Fisher time, it will take, I think, a good 30 minutes for this Yose to end. So, yeah, let me refill my coffee, and I come back and we try to count this game and see who is winning. Salut Silver Hero. Oui, c'est normal, parce que l'autre est fini. But maybe if there is some other game you guys want to watch, we can have a quick look. Or at least I can put it on the side. But I don't see any name I know. But the two Koreans, okay, if you want, but they finished the game. So I would rather watch something live. I don't feel like commentating a third game in a row. It's a bit too exhausting. Oh, thank you very much, Olon85. That's sweet. And yeah, I hope you enjoy. And if you didn't watch as well, I'm pretty sure you can find on the channel videos. There were some other broadcasts from yesterday and the day before yesterday with Luca and Inseon, and you can rewatch the vlog if you want. Some other great games that were commentated. Of course, there is a lot more content in French you can find, but you need to talk French for this. Speak French. Even so, I cannot speak English, it seems. And if you are looking for some more content on Go, I really suggest you check the EGF channel, European Go Federation channel. If you don't speak French, there is a lot of interesting things on it. We have so many live events, and yeah, I mean, it's not exactly the best time to announce things, but I heard that the new season of EGPL is going to start quite soon. Maybe not this week, but at least this month. So we will have again some really nice games each week. I think it was missing a little, like not enough Go events online anymore. But with EGPL, a lot of games to be played. Yeah, we invited Ryan, but I cannot say yet who is going to be participating. I cannot spoil. I cannot. I have to keep the secret. Also, I'm not sure we are exactly sure of who is going to participate yet, so maybe there will be some newcomer. In any case, yeah, be sure to check. There is the Facebook page you can check from the European Go Online Pro League. You should definitely like it so you can be aware when the games are played. And as for the French events on this channel, I don't really know if there is Loic or Milena, if you know what's going on this channel, because I don't anymore. I'm not in charge. Oui, normalement, il y aura un stage d'été. Mais c'est pas encore sûr parce qu'il y a personne qui peut se prononcer. C'est un peu difficile de savoir à l'avance. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. I think, yeah, it's about time to... I mean, there was some atelier, right? There is some really nice content already. But I'm sure we can do many things on this channel. So many nice people who can participate. That's good. I also really want to have my old channel, but somehow, I mean, it needs a lot of motivation to have a Twitch channel. I also don't know if I have to do it in French or in English. So many questions. I think for the ears of the people, maybe in French is better. But forgive my French. Yeah, I just talked about it, Kobami. You have to follow. It's going to be this month. And cannot say exactly who is going to participate yet, but if you follow the Facebook page, you will be able to check this. And yeah, sorry for the people who are still watching the game. Of course, I'm still doing the commentary, but I've thought about everything yet, so I don't have much more to add right now. I could end the stream, but I think it's better just to watch the game with you guys and can talk about anything. Anyway, it's not like if I would just stop and go away. I want at least to see who is going to finish and who is going to win this match. Salut. Yeah, you can find a website. I cannot give it, but Loïc can give you the link. It's Tournoi de Paris. But you can just put Paris Go Tournament on internet and find the results and the standings. But I really like what they did for this for the Paris Go Tournament website. It's really, really nice because basically you have all the runs and immediately after you have the results and the game you can click on. And since it's on OGS, it's really easy to... It's super easy just to find the game, and there is all the nicknames. I mean, it's just perfect for this kind of events, I think. I believe OGS still has some flaws for tournaments, especially on the loss by times and on the control of the game and a few things like the AI. But for this kind of events, it's still by far the best server. So it makes things much easier. Oh, what was that? Okay, I will comment a little. I saw some funny things. So he played... Yeah? Is he under time pressure? Okay. So basically, yeah, F1 is quite a big move, to be honest. I would not think it's as big as G13, but that's alright. And he played the Saturday, which is not normally good, but because he wanted Tanguy. But I'm not sure this is a wise order, because what you get with F1 is not nearly as close as Black playing B2 in Sente. What? But Black didn't play B2. Oh, because it's not Sente. Uh-huh. Okay, it's big. It's like 6.5 points. Because white will play something else, right? But it means that black will for sure get this one. And this one. Actually, it's more than 7 points. If you look at white make only 2 points. Black will get 1 capture and can capture 1 more call. And if you compare with white protect, white makes 7 points, maybe 8. Black didn't capture, so it's really, really big. I think white messed up here. It's better just to play this one. If that's the one you want to protect. And if you want to play, I'm not sure, but maybe like this and then defend. Okay, that's fine. Or maybe the other way around. But I believe not touching anything is better. And after this, actually, he didn't see that move. He played this one. But the issue with this one is that maybe black can reduce more here. And that's annoying. Don't want to give more. But still, it's alright. Okay, so in the game, now we are getting very close to the very small Yose, so I even have less things to say. Yes, there will be some Yose on N16, but for now it's rather small. Actually, for black, it would be nice to cut one. I think it's good to cut once, yeah. And white plays this one, and maybe you can... Yeah, you can just play here, actually. Oh, this is a nice Yose. Black should do that. It's Sente Yose. Or is it? It's not Sente, actually. My reading became rusty. So not so much Yossi here, after all. I just counted something like 70 points for white. That's a lot. That's one more close game. What if we use the estimator? I'm not sure the estimator works for A rules, but... What? You don't like SE? I'm not sure the score estimator is as bad as the one on KGS, or if it's better. But it's not working for the Chinese rules on KGS. Oh, black got this one. That's painful. Oh, black just lost. White, you cannot... Oh, you cannot play this one. It's okay. So white has to play here now. Oh. Bah oui, apparemment, il y aura le stage. Je viens de voir à l'instant qu'il y a une annonce pour le stage. Je sais pas si elle est officielle, mais... Stage d'été au domaine de Mazières à Montcabrier, dans le Lot, aura lieu du 10 au 24 juillet 2021. C'est officiel. C'est officiel, donc c'est-à-dire que ouais, bah, ce serait trop bien. Franchement, s'il a lieu, ça sera vraiment génial, quoi. Ça va être le stage ultime. Mais bon, c'est comme toujours. Là, c'est tellement à prendre avec des pincettes en ce moment, quoi. Ça va beaucoup dépendre de plein de choses, je pense, de la vaccination, de. Je sais pas quelles mesures seront prises aussi, mais. Alright. Okay. What do you think, guys? Should I maybe shut down the stream? I'm not sure there is much more to commentate, so. Can just try to finish it like this. Okay. So black can play this one. And actually this one is 2 points, but this one as well. This and 2 points, 1 point. And there is one ko. I guess black win this ko, right? So if white win this ko, let's count fast. Doesn't work. Ok, Tanguy, c'est. Donc 50 with the center points, and on the left 35. Why do I count much more than before? Is it really 50? Yes. Wow, black has 85 points. So black wins. That's a lot. And white, let's change the color. I like pink. 9. So 34, 40. Oh. But this is close. Every time I doubt my counting. Last time actually I was good. I counted exactly half point, but every time when I count I'm not sure because especially on the internet. not used to count so much. Yes, L6 is needed. You're right. I forgot about it. That was the whole point of taking the I in J9. Well, this way it would be such a close game. I don't know. Let's watch together. They really are taking their time, but right now, did they do any mistake? But isn't like... Yeah, this is 1 point better. This is actually 1 point better to play J9. So I hope white is not losing by 1 point. Because if you look at it, so playing this one is 1 point on K9, but also saving the point in L6. So it's 2 points for sure. And this one is just saving 1 point, but it's 1 point, of course, reverse. Black cannot push anymore. But since we are at the very end of the game, actually 2 points is better, because right now, black play this 1 point move, and white take the other one. Black capture, but there is 2 ko. So that does not make much sense. Black had to take it. Yeah, but now it's the same. I mean, it can be N7 or any other points, but it was the biggest, and they still make a mistake at the very end. So. As long as it's not a half-point game again, that's alright. Okay, so black has to take. Let's not forget that white has to add a move here. And I hope he doesn't forget about it. And white is going to... Oh, white doesn't have the last dame. So white has to pass once. Give 1 more point. That's painful. You play L18 and you still have to add 1 more stone after. Alright, I think we succeeded. We did it. I must admit, the games today, they were not as close as the fight I was hoping to watch. But this afternoon was much better than this morning. And also the second game this morning with Artem was pretty cool. So they really fought, but until the end. And the winner of this game wow, black won by 1.5. What a solid tournament by Hiroki. He really played super nice. And okay, it's kind of the opposite from Sadaru. I was expecting some much better. He lost to some 3-dan, and that's a bit painful, but difficult to play online. But as for Hiroki Kano, I think he showed obviously that the 8-dan on OGS is well deserved, and that the 5-dan on his official rating is not nearly as close to his strength. I believe he definitely played like a solid 6-dan, maybe even better. So that's really nice. I hope we can see him tournament in Europe, in official games. That would be nice. Yeah, sure. I think making an even game with Young Sam is making you 9-9 gem. So it's difficult to stay 9-9 gem because there is so many bots anyway, but of course, he's really strong, and this is also a very well-deserved second place, and he can be really proud of it. So yeah, GG. And sorry for the end, it was a bit long because, of course, there was not much to commentate, but thank you guys for following this stream, and thank you everyone who got involved. Of course, I have to thank all the Paris tournament organizer, which I'm not really part of, but I still commentate the games. So big congrats to them for making this tournament a huge success. For the website as well, which is really nice, and for the admins of this server, so Milena, Loïc, Camille, thank you very much, and for the other commentators as well, so Luca Nering and In-Sung Wang. I think that's it. So you can find the prize giving ceremony on the website page. It's not as crazy as the official one, but this is better than nothing, and you will get all the results online. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.